Hey YouTubers, it's Bradley for What's in the Box. It's been a while. I'm currently on vacation, but the last couple of days have been 100 degrees and it's insane. I don't have full house AC. I have one window AC in my bedroom so I can sleep at night. The rest of the house gets 85, 86, 87 degrees. It is hot. But this week, well, it's Tuesday of this week, and I had last week was on vacation as well. I'm prepping for a big once a year multi-house garage sale in the community where I have family members that live. So last Thursday, I went to a couple of antique malls on the way up to Portland, Oregon to go see concert. I was going up to see Shinedown, and Bush opened for them, and Morgan Wade I think opened for Bush. So on the way up I stopped at a antique area that has several stores, but in this little open corner field area they had tables with books on it, and they were going to do a book sale that weekend, and I was up there earlier and they were just setting up, but the ladies that were there were very nice and they said, yeah, go ahead, look through it, get some free stuff over there. So I went through the boxes and pulled some stuff out, but this is from a garage sale in Silverton. I might have shown this in the previous video. This is just cool. I love the movie. I've never read the book, so I figured I'd pick the book up. Maybe I'd finally get around to reading the book, although I'm not much of a book reader. I'm a comic reader. I love comics, but books, I have a hard time with books. They don't hold my attention very well. So, but speaking of comics, I've been looking for all of the floppies for this series for a while now. Now I can go to eBay and buy all the series, and I can't remember how many it is, but I believe there's like $50, $60. Letter 44. Now, I don't know if this is the complete run, because it just says, one on the corner. So I'm not sure if this is the full volume of all the books. I will have to look into it a little bit more and figure it out. But I've been wanting to read this because it's about a conspiracy theory, about a letter that gets passed from president to president about UFOs and stuff. So I've been wanting to read this, so this I will actually read. Nowadays I collect more comics than I actually read. So, and then I think I paid $3 for that. We had Aliens versus Predator. This is the Dark Horse Publications. This is like a $30 book. I want to say $20 book on eBay. Picked that up, $3. We got another book, Aliens Earth War, trade paperback. I picked this up, $5. Aliens Book 2, another good book. A little bit more, $10 on that one. This was in the free box, Jason Lincoln's Killer. It just sounded interesting. I'll probably never read it. I'll probably end up passing that on to someone else, or maybe I made a contact with a lady who's opening up a bookstore this Saturday, which would be August 16th. My mouth is drying out. Get a quick drink of water here. Where the Red Fern Grows. I don't remember if I ever read this when I was a kid, teenager area, if I was, in our English class, if we were told to read this or not. But there was 2 copies. I picked up one free. It was in the free bin. So, what is dying over here? Oh, my tablet's dying on me. So I have to go get this plugged in once I'm done. War and Peace. I've heard the book, never read it. Again, free. I did pay up on this one, Jack Kirby's 4th Word Omnibus, Volume 2. I paid $20 for it. These sell on eBay for $50, $60, so it's comic related. Got that. Got this big A Day in the Life of California. I've been collecting the Day in the Life books. I have Day in the Life of the Soviet Union, Japan. I have some other ones too. I can't remember them, but they were handed down to me, so I just pick up other ones when I see them. So, big book. All right, let's see if we have enough space. Oh, we got 15% left on the tablet, so we're just gonna roll with it. I thought it got plugged in. Guess not. So these are comics that I picked up at the antique booth. It's kind of a secret spot for me. So if you're in the Oregon area, you might know what I'm talking about. These were $1 a piece or 13 for 10. So I just stacked them up. So, you ready to run through these? I got Captain America, X-Men 361, New Mutants 100. That's a pretty good book. In this condition, it's not worth as much. Maybe this is like a $4 book, $5 book. It's got a little bit of a curve roll, so we'll set that one there. This book has been jumping in price lately. Once Robert Downey Jr. was announced as Dr. Doom, this book took a jump. So surprising to see that in the dollar bin. In that condition, probably $10, maybe a little bit less, maybe 8 to 12, maybe. Marvel Team Up. Okay, I'm good with that. We got Onslaught. Yeah, how's this way? Onslaught, Marvel Onslaught Evolution, West Coast 61. Omega, I have this one already, but I think that's like a $6 book. A lot of these are run fillers for me, or I just like the cover, so I picked it up. Got a Gambit book there. And run fillers. Look at that. That needs a good press right there. X-Men 1. Anytime I see an X-Men 1, I pick it up usually if I can get it cheap. I needed that. Just some average run filling books for $1, you know. Looks like it's sun faded. They're not the best condition, but for $1, I'll take them. This is a second print of this with the gold, more valuable. Some Silver Surfers. Captain America. Again, these are just some run filler books for me. If I can pick them up for under $3, I'm usually pretty good. I like to get them as cheap as possible. You know, 50 cents, $1, $2. Just a lot of run fillers. I thought these were kind of cool looking covers. I think I might have those, but I'm not sure. At the time I was, because I have my cell phone and I track my app on that. Just a good stack of run fillers. And I told the lady, you know, I was talking with her about that, and she said, the guy's thinking about, he is moving to the East Coast. And I said, well, if he's interested in just selling off his, the rest of his long boxes, I think he had 4 long boxes. I said, I would be game at buying them all. She's like, I'd like to get rid of them. She doesn't want to have them in there. She said, they don't make enough for the antique store, but, you know, I paid $50, so, you know, I don't know how much the antique booth or the antique place takes. I thought that was just kind of a cool Doom cover. I want to say this was on like a watch list recently, like a key collector watch list just for an old Doom cover, like a not the top 10, but like a hot 20 Let's see, trending 20. Let's see if it's on here. Nope, but I see a couple of books of mine are, so that's cool. There's a Beavis and Butthead one. This one's like a $15 book. I got a couple of those already. So I'll sit down the next 2 to 3 days, figure out what I need for my runs. Oh, here we go. 262 and 263. It's cameo and first full appearance of Bishop. So I'll bundle those together because 262 is rough. And 263's got a little bit of issues. So there's a line going across. So I'll just bundle those two together and sell them, you know, $10 for the two of them or something like that. Avengers. More Avengers. Wow, that spine roll is bad on that one. $381 double issue. Kang. A lot of water damage. Silver Surfer Annual, and last is Uncanny X-Men 350. So again, that's the recap from the antique booths on the way up to go see Shinedown. I had some time, and then once I left there, I hit up Fallout Comics to pay off my tab and to pick up my comics, basically. See if he had everything set. So that'll be another video. I'll probably do that next. I'll go grab my charger, plug in my tablet, and sit down and film that one. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Later.